Ding ding. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of the No BS Flight Sim Show. I can't cuss. We gotta wait at least 30 seconds. We got a few more seconds until we're allowed to cuss. But today we're going to show how we make the secret sauce behind how we make videos. I'm sure most of everybody knows how to do this, but I don't know. I just feel like putting it on stream, so that's why I'm doing it. So this is from the Piper Comanche flight from the other day that we did the A2A simulations. When I was saying we're going chop it up. So that's what we're going to do. So I've already brought in, by the way, I'm using Wondershare Filmora. It's kind of what I use all the time. I do use CapCut periodically, but for the most part, it's Wondershare Filmora. I have it set for 30 frames a second right now for the whole project. And then as I upload it into when I download it to my computer, I download it at that point at 60 frames a second and all that. Anyways, so I have 5 videos here. One of these is the main flight we did. One of these is like the replay. And then I did a couple more landing attempts that I'm going to throw into the mix. And then, yeah, I do want to show, so importing the media, I have one more item I need to import, which is the outro for the video. I'm just going to go up here to import media. And I'm already in my videos folder. But if I go into content, I can grab my outro, right? And then open. And now that's in there. What we're going to do is we have a video and an audio line that we start off with. I'm just going to drag the intro right on down here. Okay. And then they have Wondershare has a new thing now with volume where you can like set it for YouTube volume, which is pretty interesting. Like now that we have this highlighted audio here, okay, if we were to go down under normalization, which I do every time, we can actually click this now and we can choose minus 14 lufs, which is, according to this thing, it's YouTube. Minus 23 is, can't make out the symbol for that. It looks like iTunes is minus 16. Okay, so we're going to click on 14. Okay, now that should have brought the levels up a little bit. Wow, that is really loud on YouTube side. Hang on one second. I'm going to let this repeat for a moment. Actually, no, I don't think I have to let it repeat. Let me just put on a filter real quick here on OBS. Let's see here. We need a limiter. Okay. And let me replay this now. All right, that's better. We'll set it to minus 17. Minus 17 decibels. Set the release to 1,000 milliseconds. Okay, so that should be better on the stream now. When I'm in here, I pay attention to the meter here. Yeah, that's a pretty good. All right, so yeah, so that's good. Now, me like an idiot, I decided to make this intro without like any kind of like YouTube subscribe, follow, ding, 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 you know, the bell. So we're gonna have to fix that. So we're gonna do that here in a moment. First, we're gonna bring our E24A video down and just butt it right up. Okay, and first thing I just want to get to pretty much where I'm going to start clicking on stuff. Let's see here. Oops. Back up a little. Shit, what was zoom in again? Yeah, control. That's right. So that's 5 minutes. There's fuel. All right, so right around here, I'm just going to cut it for now. So I line it up, cut it. We're going to get this section out of here. First thing, I just want to normalize all of this first. We're going to auto normalize this for YouTube first. Come on. Oh, I need to bring in, I take screenshots. I think I took screenshots actually. In a second. NVIDIA, no, not Microsoft. It was desktop. Let me look under screenshots. I thought I took screenshots of this flight. It's the right one. Let me take a look at this real quick. No, that's not the right one. Shit, I thought I, oops. I thought I took a screenshot of it. I guess I didn't. All right. Yeah, let me grab some screenshots of the flight from the other day. It was N5847P, I think. Yep, that's it. All right, let me share my desktop. Well, I don't need to. I'm just taking a couple of screenshots. All right, Eagle Creek to Schaumburg. Here's the flight. Oh, OBS is preventing. Okay, all right, I'll just screenshot a regular screenshot. All right, I have a screenshot of that now. Go ahead and head into Filmora. Let's attach that picture. I don't want to bring over like the A2A logo. I think that would be pretty cool to have like A2A, like after the intro, have like A2A simulations, you know, like and zoom in or out to it with some music behind it. And I think that would be pretty dope actually. So I do want to at least crop this picture first. So let's do that. And right click on it, crop. One. Crop. That's not what I'm. There it is down here. Custom. This, apply that. So now that. Okay, let me see what I can find for A2A. Okay. So we have that now. We can bring that picture in. That's going to be the first picture. And we're going to need some kind of like like music, like dun, dun, dun. You know what I mean? Like that music that gets like people pumped up. I think that would be kind of cool. And put like best new plane in the game, best new plane on the game, in the game. Let's see here. Let's see what kind of music they have. Universal music. Now let's try trending. Let's see what this says here. Level low. Yeah, it's too played. That kind of sound. No, thank you. I get the Game of Conquest now. It sounds like Game of Thrones a little bit. I like this actually. Not this part. Too slow. Oh well. I tried doing. This is kind of funny, actually. I think I might actually use this actually and put it to like a old Western kind of theme for the picture. For the picture, have it like in a filter where it's like grainy and popping, and you know, oldest, and have like another screen that pops up while the music is playing, and it's like oldest, newest, plain, best new artist, something like that. The oldest is still the best, or old ass planes on new Sims. Like, I think that would be kind of funny actually. So we're gonna put this as we're gonna star that one. Just I think that's a pretty good idea actually. Yeah, I don't. Nope. Nope. No. All right, we're just going to go with, I didn't mean to hit the mic, sorry about that. We're going to go with Old Country. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag this down right here. That'll put it in there automatically for us. And now what we have to do, we're going to zoom in, come over here, and we need to get this YouTube bell and everything lined up properly with the ding. So if we're looking at the audio file right now of this thing, it's going to be probably right here. I'm thinking these peaks right here is probably the ding. So we'll see where it lines up here, but we'll check that out. And I can make this bigger, but then I have to make the little screen here smaller. So I don't really want to do that tonight. I'd rather the middle screen be the bigger of the, at least for now. Okay, so we need to go to stickers, and let's go to subscribe, and yeah, I guess this one looks okay. Any of them really do, so let's just throw it up top here. Ugh. What the hell? Oh. Wow, is it that long? Oh, it's not that long. It's just gotta start it back a little bit. I'm not worried about the placement yet. I just want to get the sound right. Yep. We come back here. We look up top here. I bet you it's those ding ding. I bet you it's those two spikes right there. Okay. So now we need to try to get the ding ding lined up with the sound. So let's see here. Well, I guess I'll. Okay, ding. There's the click. There's the ding. I mean, bring this right about here. Might be okay. Let's see. Close enough. I think. Play that one more time. Yeah, it's close enough. Okay. Now we can cut that. Make sure you always click on the item first before you cut. You don't want to cut the wrong item by accident. Okay. And let's see here. We need an old time kind of intro. Let's see here. Transitions, titles, templates. Here, chapter. Just type in old. I'm sold. Let's put that in there. All right, now we have to edit the words. So let's click in here. Let's go to text. All right, let's see here. It's a good play on words if we're trying to say the best oldest. Oh, old plane, new game. Old plane, same, no, yeah, old plane. New game. Oh. Plane. Vintage. For the win. For the win. Oh. All right, we'll just do best. Cool. Pinnacle performance. I like that. Pinnacle performance. A2A. Apps. Simulate. A. Okay. Oh yeah, and quantity or quality, I'm just going to do quarter quality. It runs much smoother, uses less GPU. The graphics are not going to be as crisp as it's going to be on the real video, but that's okay. An award. But yeah, we'll do this one here. Funny. I don't know why I think it's funny. I just think it's really funny. Oh, I never fixed shit. Let me go back and fix. I never fixed the YouTube thing. All right, subscribe. Let's just fix this a little bit. It's down here. Lined up. Okay, so that should be okay. Okay, it's fine. Let me try to put a filter on this thing. Never really tried to put a filter on a picture before. Let's see where it's at. Oh yeah, they have AI, the AI mate. That's right. Where's see if I can use. I'm. Did I just say it uses little bits? That I hope they don't charge you those little diamonds for. That'd really be gay if they do that. Like the little currency they use. You see these little diamonds here. Okay, so it doesn't show you how to put filters on. It's just it's bullshit. Okay. So let's just do what we normally do. Let's go up here until we find it. Tools. Color. Video. Okay, color. Film. You know the words when it was playing. You know how we really couldn't see the words too well. That will not be like that on the final product. That's because we're running it at a quarter quality right now. So let's delete the last little bit of that. Let's bring back over our real flight. Do I want to do another? Yeah, let me bring over like bring over Navigraph. See what else they have here. I don't really want to do two of those kind of things. Yeah, we'll just leave it like this. Light. Yeah, let me get Navigraph real quick. Pull that up. Take a screenshot of that real quick. I have the same thing kind of ready to go with the 737, but I have a couple of other sounds that I'm going to be using with the 737. I have like real engines starting up. I have some extra sounds to go with it. Okay, let me just take a quick pic of this. Let me take a quick pic of. That's now out. Media. Bring in our picture. Sometimes this is like the longest part for me, is getting some of this kind of stuff set up. I like doing it, but combining the video clips is not too difficult. You know, somebody texted me. Okay. always the same ones that are trending. Let's do this. We'll do this one here. Oh, you know what? Let me go down and check out the audio. I don't think I that for YouTube. Nope. Okay. Normalization. There we go. And let's go ahead. Fix our travel plans. Okay. Adventure. And we are going plates. That's done. I'm just going to leave it at the normal size. I'm not going to fuck with that. But that's good. Then no, I don't want that. Let's get rid of this one. Yeah, we can do that one, that clean one. That's good. All right, now we can bring back over our video. Let's put some transitions in here. Everybody loves transitioning, don't they? Not what the kids are doing nowadays. Everybody loves transitioning. Let's see here what's trending. Glitch, shatter. We'll do a flip. That could be old school. So we'll do a flip. Then we'll do I'm not gonna do another one. We'll do one going into the flight after we get our starting point set up. What it is, maybe they don't have it anymore. Oh, I gotta stop the music, that's right. Stop the music here. Let me just fade the music. About 5 seconds or so. What it is, maybe they don't have it anymore. All right, pre-flight, seatbelts, control locks. Let's remove those. didn't realize the music was so loud on the, maybe once we get rolling, it won't seem like it's so loud. All right, pre-flight, seatbelts, control locks. Let's remove those. All right, we can cut this. We're going to label this A. Go to our next spot here. Check all those. All right, let's cut here. Delete this part. Part back to here. This is how we make a 2 or 3 hour stream into like a 20-25 minute video. You just take the little snippets. You can also check them on the tablet as well. If they want to watch more, they can watch the whole stream. Those all look like they're in. Okay, we'll call this one B. Not worried about the beacon. We'll get a little picture of the wheel spinning here. Let's go ahead and cut this. Okay, yep. So the wheel, so that's spinning. It's good. We can cut that again. This is going to be C. Care about all this stuff. Get a couple of shots of us pumping. What, I have some shots of me pumping. Oh yeah, there it is. RP. Yeah, that's the prime. Let's turn the fuel pump off. Prime this. Where do I flip the master switch? Texture. Rich. Fuel pump on. But did we have to turn the master switch on? Yeah, master switch. Master switch on. Such a moron, Greg. Duh. There we go. Right before I touch it. There we go. Let's delete this part out. It's all the way back. Master switch on. Fuel pump on. Let's make sure we're getting pressure. Yep. Turn the fuel pump off. Prime this a few times. I think 3 times could be okay. Cut this. Gonna be E. Oh, you know what? Didn't I get? I thought I got screenshots of a real PA engine starting up last night. I'll have to find that here in a moment. Let me actually let me look for that now. Hang on a second. I sworn I did. I mean, there's a good chance I didn't either. B, no, I guess I don't. Oh yeah, that's right. I couldn't find the. That's right. It's just a 737. Okay, but I do have other shots of the propeller moving, which we're going to look at here in a moment. I'm going to interject those here after we get the start button pushed. And if we have to remove some of the sound, we'll remove the sound. Show you guys how to do that. We can separate the audio track from the whole thing. So, all right, let me find out where this other clip is. Move this up first onto the next line. Media, and it's got to be under B here. I think that's where I got the shot from. Let's see here. Yep, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for the sound. I'll use the sound of the original clip, but I want it spinning like this. So we need to back just a second here. That's good. When I go back like that, I'm just clicking on the arrow. That just moves it one little frame at a time. Not one of these frames like we see here. Like if you zoom all the way in, like one of these little ones. That's what I'm talking about. That's the real editing right there. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I just need a few seconds of this. So that's good. Now we can get rid of the rest of this video for now. Bring this over here. Okay. So now we have two videos at the same time. So what we're going to do is we are going to clip out, pushing the button, and just listen for the sound here. That's really all I care about. That's a lot. Let's see here. Hopefully I didn't talk during this. Oop, okay. Let's mute this. Play these. There. There. Delete the middle section out. Bring them two together. Might have to make this part a little slower. Let's move it back a little bit in speed. Oh. Might not be able to use this front. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's get rid of this part here, and we'll flip to it after it's already on. There we go. Oh, once it stays spinning. Lock the primer. Is it going to start spinning again? I want to put a little carrot there. All right, so that's good. Okay. So here's where it starts spinning. Let's cut this. Get all that. Bring this back here somewhere, and we can move that carrot. Okay, very good. I don't really think we need to worry about anything else right now. Turn on all the radios real quick. That on. So let's go back. Ooh, I almost cut the wrong thing. Well, I guess I could cut here. Let me put a carrot there first. Okay. And let's go cut here. Come back to the carrot and cut there. This part. Now we'll call this part E. Thought I forgot about that. Oh, I thought I forgot about it. Oop. I do want to get rid of that carrot real quick. See if I can get rid of the thing. I will. Ooh, can get rid of it. Okay, very good. Radios. That's good. We'll call this part I see here next. Cut here. Our taxiing. I will leave the taxiing and the run up. Takeoff. So let's put the takeoff roll in 2024. I've done that a couple of times. Let's see what they say here. We probably should be taking off from the other, taking off downwind. Arr. All right, and we're going to be heading, I can hear myself, mainly to the north. Can I hear myself? My own stream. All right, let's go. Hello, hello, hello. Can I hear anything? Oh, I think I do hear something. Oh yeah, I do hear something. Okay, cool. Sound does work. Just checking. All right, let's go back and get this takeoff again. Speed's okay, so right around here is okay. Elevator trim again is neutral. Doors are closed. Flaps, let's set them. One setting. Mixture is full on. Fuel pump, let's turn that on. Let's turn on our landing lights. Strobe lights, pitot heat. We can cut there. We'll call that part G. Get rid of that middle section. Get our takeoff. And then after we go wheels up, I might do, because I have some other camera angles as well of takeoff. Okay. Let me bring those over here now. That should be, yeah, I think these are just landings. I think this is the real one. Before I do anything, I'm going to audio again, normalization, YouTube. Let me, all right, there's takeoff. Let's cut that. Okay, let's zoom in. Cut there. That's going to be TA for takeoff A. Happened. Rename this TA. Takeoff A. Let's cut that. You know what? I don't mind showing that little bit of chase plane there. Okay, this is going to be TB of B. This is the lead. TC, take off C. Okay, so that's about a minute or so. Oh, you know what we never did in the beginning? We never took any highlights. I usually do that in the beginning. I usually do like a minute or two of highlights. It'll be easy to fix. All right. But we should have did it beforehand. That would have been the best course of action, but it's okay. All right, so let's now bring back over our main sounds. And we are going to here. We are going to duplicate the audio. Well, we're going to detach the audio. And we're going to duplicate it. And let's take our takeoffs, move them to the next block. Put our main takeoff there, and then bring everything back here. So that should be fairly seamless. We can add some effects in, like I typically do, but let's see how this looks. Again, we're at quarter quality. The audio might need to be reworked a little bit for full power. I think we're gonna have to do that. Speed's alive. Let me make a little mental note of that. Speed's alive. Positive rate, landing gear up. So let's mark there. We're gonna cut this here. We're gonna move over our highlights here. And leave the engine noise like that. Let's come back here to the engines and get it to where it was really humming. Yeah, like that. So let's cut there. It's over. And let's zoom in. Audio here. Delete that audio. Back in. We really need this part here. No, we don't need that part. We'll bring this part back here. Now it should be. Oh, let me get rid of the sound on the Okay, so that should look pretty good now. Here. All right, positive rate, landing gear up. I'm gonna put effects and things like that in at the very end, just because I know I'm gonna have some highlights that I'm gonna do in the beginning. So the less you have to like move, the better, I think. But now we have some highlights here already. We can just copy and paste some of these. All right, let's get our autopilot set up here. Turn the autopilot master on. Here over 1,000 feet, we can. All right, positive rate, landing gear up. Okay, so we need to do a little work here. Big fat mouth again. Here. Turn the audio. So let's delete that audio here. After I was talking. Delete some of this stuff here, I think. Let's cut here. Oh, that should, let's see. All right, let's get our autopilot set up here. Oh, you motherfucker. Let's get rid of it. All right, let's get it. Let's get our autopilot set up. Let's just go ahead and let's cut this. We'll just double it and then just cut it again. Go ahead and delete that. Go ahead and just Control D. Yep. Here, this. All right, now we should have fairly equal sound. This is all the same clip. Let's just normalize all these together. Normalization. Oops. So shouldn't be any more of my voice. And I'm okay with the little stop and start. You know, I can put a little effect in there or something like that. Laps up. And turn off. We can turn off the fuel pump. See, so this do I want to keep here? Roger that. Climb, maintain 4,000 Piper 48 Papa. Let's do it until we get the autopilot on. Please make that change if you can. Go into heading mode. Move our elevator trim up a little bit. Climb. So that's good. Let's cut this part. This is going to be, what are we on? Hit F somewhere. Okay, this is F. This has to be F. C. E. Oh yeah, I'm such an idiot. It's H. Ugh. For my alphabet one. H. And we have I here. What do we have here? Just some cruising. Here.
Solid overcast at 8500 feet. Temperature -6.
But here, we'll have a little cruising action for a couple of minutes.
Then it's easy to video.
Yeah, man, we heading Chi-Town. What's up, dude? Let's cut this here. So the rest of this video, I don't really care about. I don't think. Make sure. I don't think there's anything else on here I want. Yeah, there's rid of that. Now we have a roll. This has some city shots. Let's see here. Start right here. Already normalize this. Now we're normalizing it. Hey, what's up, dude? How you been? Just putting together this video, trying to trim it down to 20-25 minutes. All right, so we have all around Chicago here. See, I think that's pretty good. I think we'll cut it like right here. And that's I. Let's call this J. Better Sim Pilots? Gotcha. What's that, dude? Is that like a channel or something? Never heard of that channel before. What's Better Sim Pilots? I do not understand. I've been trying to find some too online lately, just to see what they're doing. IJ, all right, we'll call this K. You find anybody you like? Anybody doing some things out there that you like? All right, so we're gonna do some flybys. Let's go ahead and cut here. We'll cut this piece out. This in. All right, so we're at 20 minutes right now. Still have to put some highlights in. We have an outro that's 30 seconds, so we really only have a few minutes and we still have to land. And we have landing highlights, so we might cut some of this. We might trim some fat here. You know, as far as like the cruising and things like that, but we'll see. Go ahead and we will cut right around here. All right, let's cut here. What was that last part? K. H-I-J-K, so this will be L. Okay. Now we need to get our landing, our approach, which is over here, I believe. thought this was the good landing. No, I redid the landing. This might not be it. Oh, better than your... I hear you. Oh, no BS flights. Yeah, I've heard of him sometimes, man. I've heard of a couple of his videos. Yeah. He's got some shitty landings. Every once in a while he gets a real good one, but I think this was a good one here. Was this the center line one? No, that wasn't the right landing. Okay. That was not the right land. All right, all right, so I think we can do away with the rest of that video. Let me bring up these other ones here. I don't remember which one. It was 12:47, so that's February 2nd at 12:47, and then we have 14. I think this is the good landing here. I went back in and redid the landing. Okay. Yeah, this is the good one. Okay. I mean, I had a few different good ones, but okay, let's pick it up right from here. Let's cut that part out. And let's normalize this audio. Yeah, I might have to cut some of that middle section out. I really only try to keep these at about 25 minutes long. I really try not make them longer than that. We might not do a highlight section at the beginning. See how much of this I'm going to keep. I mean, I have still a good 15 minutes of footage here. All right, we'll pick it right up from here. Let's cut that section out in the beginning. Sky dolly, that's why it's beeping like that. Wow, what is up with the I don't like that. All right, can I just stay with the camera angle, Greg? Stay with the camera angle, dude. All right, we'll pick it right up from here, I guess. We'll delete that other part out. Bring this back a little bit. All right, here, we'll pick it up from the landing gear. There we go. That'll be a good spot to pick it from. Let's delete that. Okay, now we've trimmed 15 minutes down to maybe 10 minutes. All right, after the wheels go down, stop that here, cut that part. This will be landing A, so we'll call this LA for landing alpha. And let's cut here. Okay, let's cut that here. And have any other camera shots of this? Thought I did. Maybe not. Okay. Let's go ahead and... All right, well, that's 22. That's okay. Let's put on the outro. And then if we grab a few highlights, that'll put us right at like 25 minutes. So yeah, we're doing okay. All right, let's save all this for now because we haven't saved anything yet. Save project. Call this EA. We're almost ready to upload this. EA 24/4. Almost. All right, we need a few highlights here. So we'll do the landing gear coming down. Let's clip that. Wanna the little marker there. And okay, let's duplicate this. Let's duplicate. Let's get rid of this. Back together. One thing I definitely need to do now. Let's go. We need to start moving all this stuff down. So let's move all of this down a little bit. Let's come back here. Beginning here. And let's copy, well, not copy, but let's just drag all of this down. Say right to here for now. Let's go grab our wheels down, which is right here. It's right here for now. Let's go to our takeoff. Grab a few seconds of this. So this is at 10:18 right now. Let's grab like 10 seconds of that. Okay. Let's cut that again. Now we're going to duplicate this part. There. Is the audio not matching up anymore? Hang on a second. Does it double the... Doesn't double the audio. Okay, let's try that again. Really weird. The audio stays fine, but... Huh. Oh, maybe I shouldn't mess with this. You know, I can probably double this whole thing. Let me try doubling this whole thing. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, so we have this. Let's move this. I can't move that. Oh, fuck it. I'll just cut parts of the video back up again. Let's see here. Should work though. Let me move the audio out of the way for a minute. Let's cut this again. Double this. Get it out of the way for now. All right, let's bring the audio back down and see if that. No, it's like it like very strange. It's not that is very I've never had that kind of issue before. Okay, well, fuck it. Let's just bring it back in from the other video. All right, that was on PB, I think. On PB. I kind of like this right here. That's cool. Let's throw that in there. That's 4311. We'll do 4321. 10 seconds. Okay. We can cut that. That out. Bring over it's here. Back to the very beginning. And we also need PB, I believe, which is the one as the takeoffs. Yep, here we go. Okay, so let's cut there. So that's 3827. That. Okay, let's see what we have. So we have 3 pieces now for the highlight clip. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so that's the landing. This right here. Okay, so we have 1 minute and 8 seconds from 30 seconds. So it's not bad for highlight clips. I'm going to have music to it. All right, we're going to make it shorter. So that's 30. Let's go to 40. 40 seconds. That out. We have about 10 seconds there, 10 seconds there, 10 seconds there. Very good. Now we can line everything back up. So let's bring all this. Hopefully everything is still matching up. We do need to put our music back in again. Our beginning music. Still have to do our effects. All right, what was this here? Oh yeah, that was shit, I hope that's in. Okay, where's the engine starting at? Okay, so this needs to go here, there. It's here like this. It's good. Let's bring the rest of this over. This part I think we can get rid of. Delete all that. Now we have a video that is just under 25 minutes. Let's play it at half quality and see how it looks so far. I think we're about done. Aside of some effects, hopefully all... Oh, we didn't put the starting music in. Shit, hang on 1 second. That's pretty big. We got to put the music. Audio. Old Country. I think that's the one here today. And we need to normalize this again for YouTube. Okay. And here's where we cut the music. And again, we're going to fade this seconds, fade it out 5 or 6 seconds, somewhere in the area. Okay. Let's do, how do you EA24? I'm going to say take Comanche of the Sky. Fatal effects, fatal templates. Take Comanche of the Sky.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Oh yeah, let me mute the actual sounds of there. Oh, let's see here. Small tires equals cheap maintenance. They have 3 wheels. I don't know why I think it's. All right, now that's what I want to. Do I want to have the pinnacle? Yeah, let me put this first. There we go. Okay. Damn it. All right, I need to. Second. Audio. Up there. Lower the volume. Oh no, well, first we actually have to normalize it again. Fade out. Say 6 seconds. Okay. Shouldn't be showing up like that. Should be good. Oh, motherfucker. Fuck. There we go. Okay. All right, pre-flight, seatbelts, control locks. Let's remove those. You can also check that. All right, let's throw some like effects into the little transitions here. So we're going from here to there. Let's see what effects they got. Exclusive, trending. I've used Dark Cyber Scan. I use that often. Let me see what that looks like here. I don't like that. We'll just do close zoom. Transitions. Let's cut the picture there so it doesn't show up in the transition. Nobody likes a transition that gets messed up, right? All right, so that's all good. Let's check out the engine startup again. I think we're just about done, actually. Got to throw in a couple of subscribe and follow and all that stuff, but other than that, turn on radios. It's taxiing out and the run up. Sweet. All right, let's throw some transitions in here. So this one, we're going to do a couple of effects. Let's go back to... I always like the scan ones. Those are always my favorite ones. See what this looks like here. All right, positive rate, landing gear up. Oh yeah, do this one here. Is it edge glow? I always like this one. Let's do that. We move it back to quarter quality. So it helps up the frame rate. Positive rate, landing gear up. Yeah, I always like that one. And let's do see here, energy burst, star burst. About retro, multi-screen. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Let's see what this looks like. It's pretty cool. Laps up. All right, and let's what's one of the trending ones? What's trending nowadays? Energy. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Let's see what that looks like here. Laps up. Turn off. We can turn off the. It works for me. All right, now we have. That all looks good. See, I'm always on the fence. Like, do I need a transition every time? You know what I mean? But I think if they're like different chapters, I don't really
They had some really good
see the need to
liveries
put
out on a couple of
a transition every time. I just think
SF50.
doing a transition every time would get like really old, I think. I don't know. Let's see here, transitions. We'll put this YouTube one here in the middle. We'll drift a little here. Right, and let's see here. We're almost done. Put another position. Position. Save that one for last. And we'll put the last transition in. There's no extra media. What, bitch? We have to have that in there. Yeah, we have to do the audio volumes too. Set and all right, so just a couple last little things, and then we're gonna try watching it. At least, no, I don't really think we. I think it's pretty good how it is. I do want to put a couple of scribe type griffs in there. Let's see here. What's under YouTube? Do they have anything under Kick? Let's see here. Kick. I doubt it. Yeah, just the regular. Pow, chow. Overall new I always like that one. Subscribe to our channel. All right, so I usually do them like every 10 minutes. So we'll do one at 10 minutes. And I'll do another one at 20 minutes here. We'll just do the same one. And let's fix the size so it's not obnoxious. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. All right, let's go to 10 minutes. And we're going to download it. And this time. All right, let me put this on full quality. Oh, you guys can't see the full quality one. That's dumb. Hang on a second. Why you guys can't see it? Filmora. That is very weird. Let me see why you guys can't see it. I guess I'll just share my display. That'll be the easiest way to just do display capture, and that way you can see it. Okay. It'll be smoother once we download it. Actually, let's do that now. Let's just download it, and then we'll watch it that way before I upload it. Hang on a second. Export. Oh, first, actually, hang on. Before I do that, save it. Export. Local device. And you're going to be at 30 frames. I mean, 60 frames a second. By PA24 full frames a second, and we're going to high quality. Change this again back to 60 frames a second. High quality. Very good. Apply. Export. Shouldn't take too long, being a 20-some minute video. Probably take 3 or 4 minutes. And what I'll do is I'll go into Chat GPT, and I use Copilot in Microsoft. I've been using them lately to help me with coming up with descriptions and titles and things like that. Works pretty well. I actually use it for work too during the day when I'm talking to customers about insurance. Like, I'll pull up specs about, insurance in their area, and what people are paying, and problems with certain areas. And well, this might take longer than a few minutes. I think we'll just end the stream here. But yeah, that's kind of how I make these videos. It's pretty much that simple. Like I said, the next one I'm doing, which was the PMDG flight we did, that one I did download some. Well, not download. I screen captured some of the engine starting up on a real 737 takeoff, just because the sounds were kind of muted with PMDG. I mean, it's good. It's just it's not like the real thing. And yeah, I wanted to do that. But yeah, I'll probably be doing that video tomorrow night, because soon. I mean, it's going to be Sunday soon. I'll be streaming on Sunday again. We'll be doing a couple of flights, and I'm going to keep this format up. Going where I do 2 streams and then chop up the flights and make them into little videos. Because I want to make videos. I mean, YouTube, I think I'll get a broader audience if I make videos more than streaming on YouTube. But I like streaming. like I like it. So I'm trying to kind of mix the best of both. A couple here, a couple there of each. See how it goes. And it doesn't put as much pressure on me for streaming, because it's tough. It's very tough sometimes to want to talk after you talk all day for a living. It's very tough sometimes to want to get on the mic and just, be talkative. All right. So this is almost done. I'm going to upload it tonight. And that's about it, my friends. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll be back on Saturday night. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And that's about it, my friends. I will see you on the next episode of the Airplane Show. See ya.